Okay, in this mini vlog we're going to be reviewing properties of exponents, okay? Now I'm going to make up a couple basic ones. I'm going to take x to the third times x to the second. And then over here I'm going to divide x to the power of 4 by x to the power of 3, okay? So this is how you multiply exponents, okay? I mean, there's a quick property for it, but I'm going to make x to the third means x times x times x. X to the second means x times x. So how many factors of x are there between the two quantities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So x to the fifth. What operation can you do with 3 and 2 to get 5? Well, you would add. So it would be x to the 3 plus 2 power, and that would equal 5. Now x to the fourth divided by x to the third. Now this is how you divide x's. X to the fourth, x times x times x, x times x times x. So then when I'm dividing, I cancel in pairs from the numerator to the denominator. I end up with one factor of x. So this is x to x, or x to the first. Now what operation can you perform with 4 and 3 to get 1? Subtraction, okay? So I would write x, and that would be 4 minus 3, okay? Which equals x to the 1. Now let's do this quicker, because now we're going to have some negative exponents. So v to the 15th divided by v to the negative third. So I'm going to write v down, and if I'm dividing, I'm going to subtract the exponents. 15 like I would here, okay? 15 minus, and then if I'm subtracting a negative, it's negative 3. So it's not 12, because minus negative goes to plus plus, and then v to the 18th power. Now at the end, that exponent needs to be positive, and it is. If it's negative, you have to do something else. You have to do one more step. Okay, next one. Now we're multiplying. So now it's x, and it would be 3 plus negative 4. Okay, again, division is minus of the exponents with the common base. Okay, multiplication is adding. So 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1, so it's x to the negative 1 power. But we have to do one extra step because we don't want the negative exponent. So what I do is I put a 1 over the x, and then the negative 1 can go to a positive 1. That could also be expressed as just 1 over x, because a variable to the first is just a variable. Okay, next one. Now we're back to dividing. X, negative 2 minus 6. Okay. So negative 2 minus 6 is negative 8, okay? But then we need to reciprocate it because I do not want that negative exponent. So it's 1 over x to the positive 8th, okay? You put 1 over it if it's a negative exponent at the end. See here, I just did that and I was done because I had a positive. When I get the negative, I need to reciprocate it and put the 1 over it. Okay, w to the fifth times w to the negative second. So again, now we're back to multiplication. So it won't be subtracting, it will be adding. So 5 plus negative 2. 5 plus negative 2 gives me 3. So it's w to the third. Now I'm done there because we don't put 1 over it because the exponent's are already positive. Okay, it's when it's negative where the 1 comes over it, and then the exponent goes positive. But after I do my operation, either plus or minus, if I end up with a positive, okay, I am done.